So there's a big thing making the rounds in the Dragon Ball community, and it's with the fact that in this Dragon Ball event, which happens on the 25th of this month, there is apparently, I'm just going to say it, there's apparently going to be a Dragon Ball Super Remake. I will say that I did hear about some of this behind the scenes a couple, I want to say weeks or months ago, can't remember, but a lot of the information that's coming now is apparently some of the information that's been fed to me. Obviously, we can't talk about everything, and a lot of things are still secretive, but hey, unfortunately, since it's out in the public, then let's kind of look over what's been said so far. So obviously, it says that 1, there will be a remake in 2026, which is obviously this year. And of course, there's apparently going to be a movie, which is something I did hear, but I don't really know personally what the movie will be about. That hasn't been shared. Apparently, the big information is that they'll have Yamamaro, I'm sorry, I can't even pronounce his name, and I'm not going to do it correctly, so whatever. We'll have him on art direction, but with Yuya Takahashi. Follow the thread for more details. French Leakster, I believe they're talking about SofianLeeGeek, I can't pronounce his name either, but he also apparently made a video about this, so this information is getting circulated and it's going on a wider net, so yeah, let's keep going. Apparently, the remake will not 100% adapt the manga. I got in touch with the French leaker, him, and we've clarified some things that leave you excited. So this is something that I just learned about. It will not be a one-to-one adaptation of the manga, which honestly I am not opposed to because, while the manga did do certain things great, like the Goku Sakai stuff and the full power Super Saiyan Blue, as well as respecting Vegeta on a much grander scale, with him dominating Fusamasu while having an even battle in the anime, I didn't really enjoy the portrayal of Ultra Instinct Goku in the Dragon Ball Super manga. So if they can really do a combination of it, as well as introduce Super Saiyan God Vegeta in the Goku Black arc for the remake, then sure. According to UnrealEntGaming, who pretty much made one of those sly types of posts where he's hinting at it, he's basically saying it, and you have to read between the lines, but he's not outright mentioning. But here he says, imagine in 2026 they announced that they're going to remake the Dragon Ball Super anime, and we end up getting Daima/Broly animation level quality, beginning with Super Saiyan God Goku versus Beerus. That would be something new. That would be something now, wouldn't it? But honestly, I think for those who already hadn't given up on the idea of a rematch between Goku and Beerus in DBS, then that would be one of the many battles amongst others that would be great. We will see. Yeah, this is UnrealEntGaming, obviously one of the biggest YouTubers in the Dragon Ball scene, to which he actually hinted at this last year, early on March, where he said the same thing. So he knew about this information before. Very interesting. Can you imagine a scenario where sometime between the 10-year anniversary of the DBS anime and beyond, Toei finally decides to go and bring back the Dragon Ball Super anime, except unknowns to the masses, they are announcing that they're redoing DBS instead. To which Mohammed says, good catch bro, to which Unreal says, what do you mean good catch? This was in March. None of you had the information that I had during this time. LMAO. None of you, which I guess is probably true. He's a big person in the community. No reason for him to really lie or BS. And, let's be real here. People in the community do have sources. Whether you pay for it or you have good friends or of a friend of a friend or connections. It happens in other industries. So why would it be out of the question for the Dragon Ball scene? There are people who know a lot more than me, you, and others. That's just how it goes. According to UnrealEntGaming, he also says, all I will say to you is this, the pacing will be far better and shocking once you see how fast things will move, on top of rumors of a movie coming to light with a massive plan for the gaming side of things. But all in all, the DBS portion of things is what you will find most interesting than anything else. The manga, however, I'm hoping they also reveal, but other things outside of the manga are things that you will find enjoyable. So essentially, here's what I gather. Dragon Ball Super is going to be remade from the Battle of Gods to the Tournament of Power. I don't know if they're going to if they're going to do the Broly side of things and the superhero side of things, but it's like they already did it. They already did this with the movies, Ressurection of F and Battle of Gods. So why not do it with Superhero and Dragon Ball Super Broly? And this kind of gives them a way to kind of like go through one new timeline where you have, with the Dragon Ball Super anime remake, you have Battle of Gods, Resurrection of F, which will honestly likely just be similar to how it was in the movies. But then we're gonna really see what differs and what changes in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 arc, Goku Black arc, Tournament of Power, and then probably Broly movie and go on the superhero stuff. Anyway, a lot of these rumors of the Dragon Ball Super remake were actually circulating around apparently late November, to which Phoenix, as someone who's like reliable, said that, guys, stop please. Anyone who knows something, stay quiet. I'm begging you. What's the point of ruining the surprise like this when we're only 2 months away from Genkidamatsuri? Just hold on. Yeah, I mean, I understand his point of view, and personally, I wish that these stuff didn't come out, but unfortunately we are in 2025/2026 now. You know, information comes out, people leak stuff. I don't like it, I don't enjoy it, but it happened for the Spider-Man movie. It happened with a lot of stuff. Even happened with Sparking Zero. There is nothing anyone could do at this point, because I try to look at it like this. When you have someone who reveals information, leaks stuff, you have that person, it's like humans. Humans like doing this. They tell one person, but one person isn't always enough. They have to tell the other person, they have to report it, and they have to spread it around. You can't really be safe with one person. That's just how it is. So yeah, I understand his point of view, and I wish everyone were surprised, and I wish we didn't talk about this. But apparently someone got copyright strike for leaking an image, or I believe I did see the image of what was apparently revealed. Let me just tell you, it's not much, but the leaked Dragon Ball Super image I just posted just got hit with a DMC takedown from Toei Animation's enforcement team. That basically confirms it was real official material. They referenced the original work directly. We'll wait for legit announcements together. Well, I don't know much about this Wale person. He's probably just sharing the same image that's been shared on other places or by other people or even on the internet. But yes, I think generally speaking, if Toei Animation or whoever copyrights you and whatever, it's most of the time it's gonna be legit, especially if it's on Twitter. Because why would they waste their time just taking away some random fake image? Wouldn't really make sense. UnrealEntGaming also said, don't be so quick to judge over Gengas, bro. The staff behind the animation will make you very happy. So yeah, take that however you will. But yeah, the image that that's getting copyright striked has been shown plenty of times on this app and as well as other forums. In terms of the video games, he does say, yes, the only thing I don't know anything on is the game. I don't know what game or plans they have for whatever they plan on doing over with the gaming side of things, which I've been hearing might be just as big, but unknown. Yeah, I would say that the Bandai Namco has kind of like destroyed my faith in terms of the Dragon Ball scene and gaming. In fact, to the point where I just don't even want to cover games as much, because these people are so... they're not good. You know, they treated Sparking Zero like garbage, let's be real. And they did trash promotion for it, and well, for the gaming side of things, I don't really know. Could be a Dragon Ball Super Kakarot 2, or a Dragon Ball Super Kakarot. Could be a new Budokai game. Could be something else entirely. You don't really know because Bandai Namco is working with so many different projects, and it's hard to have faith. Now, one thing I will say is I saw this post on GameFAQs, and I don't know if the movie is going to be a Daima movie. We don't really know. But this person says, the best thing about DBS returning is finally getting the Moro and Granola arcs animated, and hopefully the Battle of Gods and RRF get better animation. Also, I think the biggest reason it's getting remade is to tie Daima to Super, which is currently impossible due to inconsistencies. Moro arc is rumored for 2028, so I don't think the Tournament of Power remake will take that long. I don't know about the Moro remake. I don't know about Moro coming in 2028, but I do imagine that they will definitely shorten a lot of the arcs. So Battle of Gods, Resurrection of F, all of it. What I imagine is that like it's going to be a lot less filler. It's going to be condensed significantly, probably because a lot of us already saw it. So in that case, if you're a studio, it's better to just go in quickly with these and not spend too much time. And Moro is a possibility. Moro and Granola. And that gives them the best chance to have like a perfected Ultra Instinct. That gives them best chance to do Ultra Ego Vegeta, Black Frieza, True Ultra Instinct. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. I would say that Moro and Granola are very, very likely if Dragon Ball Super gets remade. And we'll just have to see what goes from there in the future. Till then, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next. Oh yeah, and let me just preface this just to be 100% safe. This information by SofianLeeGeek, I cannot officially fully confirm because some of those details are still like new to me. But what I do know is obviously is that, and that's been prefaced by every other person who's talked about the information, is that it'll at least go up to the Tournament of Power. I don't know I do not confirm. I can't confirm if it will 100% adapt the manga or if it won't. I just provided speculation if it doesn't, because to me, I don't think that it will be a 1-to-1 of the manga. That's just like, because the team doesn't really have to do that. They could take stuff from the manga, but they don't have to officially do that. They're not required to, as far as I know anyway. Overall, I know I've heard of some information, and at this point, the information has already been spread and you've probably heard of it too. But anything else, you know what, I'm still in the dark just as much as you. I guess we'll see.